says people they start thinking that they'll avoid you. Pointless telling him this, or pointless asking him to do this, because he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to forget. He's not going to manage it. And as I said, they'll eventually just stop coming to see you, coming to ask you to do things. And it's very frustrating, very annoying.
Then I started to get weepy. So when I went to the doctor, he went, "Oh, what's bothering me? Has something happened in the house?" No, this maybe I've got too much today. We'll cut it all out. Cutted it all out for 2 weeks. And I was still walking into the kitchen and walking back and walking in. And for a cup of tea, I would bring the tea in, say, right, the milk. Now I put malt and sugar where I'm at the tea bag, where I pour the tea. But instead of that, I was going back for the sugar, bringing it back, going back for the milk. It was, I mean, no ordinary person would do that.
I felt dead uncomfortable in amongst people that I didn't know. And at the time, not knowing why, because I was quite an outward kind of person.
My wife saw something because she refused to sit in the car if I was driving, and she wouldn't let my son go out with me. At that time, of course, she didn't know it either. She just knew that I was making errors.
I was getting really mad at everything and everybody. And if I could have torn people to bits, you know, I would have done something like that. Just going crazy. Then we went away on a holiday just after that. And that kept it on a kind of even scale for a bit. But then it just came back again, you know, when I come back. And that was just about what it was all about. And we knew exactly what was happening.
It did take some time before I found out a diagnosis of what was wrong. Because a lot of the time I was just puzzled and just kind of, what's going on? What's wrong with me? But I had no idea of what it was.
I had to write things. I had a wee bit of paper when I woke up, and it had the day and the date.
Right.
So as I could look at that and say, well, this is Thursday, this is Friday, and I've got such and such a thing to do today, you know. Because when you woke up, it's a completely new day. The whole thing is new. There was no yesterday.
That's right.
You're just, from that moment, there was no connection to the past. Everything was just new. You had to start all over again. You had your wee list, your do's and don'ts. You have to collect this, you have to go there. Because you didn't really know. Everything was new every day. The appointments, if you hadn't it all marked down, appointments were completely forgotten.
When I was at a meeting, I would look at the previous minutes and see everybody was sitting, write down their names. So I was going to speak to them, I'd look at the name, I'd look at the drawing, then look at the name so I knew who it was. So you tend to adapt without actually knowing why you're adapting.